Alrighty then, back once again for another reaction. This time it's MLP, Season 8, Episode 23, Sounds of Silence. Now, that title is awesome because it reminds me of that Simon and Garfunkel song, which Disturbed did that awesome cover of. And, you know, that sort of sound, pun not intended, is very chilling and haunting, and so it's forever affected that phrase for me. So when I see a title for a cartoon like this that says Sounds of Silence, I think we're going in a very dark direction. Like, that's where my mind instantly goes. Like, Sounds of Silence makes me think of, like, a barren wasteland with a bunch of grave sites and ponies crying, which obviously the show would never do, but, you know, I think of an underground cavern where demons are lurking and terrorizing someone to near death. You know, the sounds of silence, with Satan whispering in your ear, that kind of thing. It brings all this macabre imagery to my head. Like, and I bet it's going to be nothing of the sort. That's the funny part. This probably is going to be a totally innocent episode, and it's to do with actual speaking volume or something. But Sounds of Silence just sounds too dark, ominous, and cool for me to think of anything other than dark shit happening. So, whether I'm justified or disappointed, we'll have to see, won't we? Oh, we are so close to the penultimate episode and the finale, guys. I've been doing super well to catch up this weekend, and we are going to continue to do so. So let's go.
I can't believe you two are going on a friendship quest.
Oh, a map mission.
What do you mean, Twilight? We've been on one together before.
Yeah, with
The
Pelvis.
map has teamed up the same ponies for a second quest.
That is special.
Must be because we're extra good at solving friendship problems.
I hope
And
so,
solving
'cause it
mysteries.
looks like this one might be a little tricky. You're going to the Peaks of Peril.
Well, that sounds inviting.
The Peril?
Ah, it's just a name. It doesn't mean anything.
Like how Cloudsdale is in the clouds and the Crystal Empire is made of crystal?
Well,
Fair point.
okay, we tend to be a little
What
bit
can you tell us
literal.
about the place, Twilight?
Only what Rockhoof told me. Back in his day, no pony knew much about the Peaks of Peril, except for the legend on this ancient shield.
Can we hear
says
it?
A group called the Kirin used to live there, known for their kindness and truth-speaking.
Now we know why
A
the map
new
calls
species
us.
being introduced.
Unfortunately, other creatures also live there. The Nirik, fearsome beasts of pure
A
fire.
yin and yang.
Oh, maybe you should go instead of me, Twilight.
Sorry, Fluttershy. Flanks don't lie.
Oh, someone needs to
Must
make
get
that parody.
Problem solved no matter what kind of
Oh
creature has.
my, flanks don't lie.
I like noise while I'm living where I am. I like the noise and confusion of a traffic jam. I like the sound of a jet as it shaking my dwelling. I like raging, raging, and screaming and yelling. Sound of a fire engine headed for a fire. Push so high they can't get any higher. Going out of control, in and out of here, crowd. I like noise and it's gotta be loud. Yeah, it's gotta be loud. Oh yeah, it's gotta be loud. Come on, it's gotta be loud. From now on, it's gonna be loud.
Okay.
Yes, no pony else is going out as far as we are.
Okay, well, it's not silent here. We can hear the wind.
Now, Fluttershy, I've told you a dozen times. There's nothing to be scared.
Hello?
I'm sorry.
More meme faces.
You really startled us.
Oh, it's just that I'm not used to seeing any pony taking the train to the end of the line. The final destination. The last stop.
Well,
Any
yes,
more you want to throw at me?
Nothing but uncharted terrain and wild beasts out that way.
You have such an interesting character design. I'm sure the fandom is gonna have fun with you. Okay, now you're reminding me of Flippy from Happy Tree Friends with that laugh. Aww. Oh, that's gotta suck.
Those must be the peaks of Peril. Whew. Tough going, huh, Fluttershy?
The journey getting here was peril enough.
Oh.
Wow. You got that far ahead.
There. That should be enough flowers to keep your tree cozy.
Fluttershy? What are you doing? This is no time for visiting varmints. We're on a friendship quest, remember?
Yes, but actually...
Come on! We're burning daylight!
I know, but what I found out is that...
Now we gotta get up that
Oh,
peak.
listen to
I figured
Fluttershy.
with some rope and elbow grease, we can make it up half.
Shout.
Can you please listen to me? What I'm trying to say is... the
Very good,
squirrels told me a
Fluttershy.
shortcut they take to the Kirin village.
It's nice to see more showings of her growth.
Oh. Sorry, Fluttershy. I suppose I got a little too caught up in the adventure.
That's all right. If you hadn't come back to get me, I probably would have talked to the squirrels all day.
Oh. Let me guess, a Kirin village?
I hope that's not an Eric.
No, you're in the daylight, so I assume these are the good ones.
Show yourself!
Oh, pretty.
Well, hi. I'm Applejack.
All
and this here's
servants of
Fluttershy.
Princess Celestia found in these woods must be destroyed.
If you have any friendship problems, we're here to help.
Do they even speak your language? They don't seem to understand.
We're from Equestria, and we're plumb tickled to meet y'all.
That would be even more confusing.
So, what are your names? Applejack.
Wow.
Fluttershy. Remember?
Maybe they don't understand us.
There you go.
Do you understand Ponish?
So it is called Ponish. Okay.
You don't speak?
Don't or won't?
I always thought Old Ponish was like Old Latin or something. I didn't know that they really are referring to English as Ponish. That's cool.
Answer.
Like talking to Angel Bunny?
Not exactly. I can always tell what Angel is feeling, but these Kirin don't show anything.
Well, how are we gonna
So it's
solve
like a
the
race
friendship
of
problem
Maud.
if none of them will tell us what it is?
Yeah, it's a whole race of Maud if she lived in the woods. They even have the half-lidded eyes.
These Kirin are quieter than an apple blossom on snowfall. Still,
Again with your
there's gotta be
countryisms,
something
Applejack.
to speak. Beautiful day, ain't it? Knock, knock. Now you say, who's there?
If it didn't work the first time,
Police!
why do you think it's gonna
Police
work if
who?
you say things again?
Police, say something.
Give one of them a good smack. They'll make a
Feel
noise.
sneeze coming on. Achoo!
Gesundheit.
Oh, don't any of y'all talk?
It's yawning that's contagious, Applejack, not sneezing.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Oh, you missed a good chance for a pun there. You should have said, "Now we're
Study
talking."
and see if you can get anything out of these here Kirin. I'll go try and find one that talks.
Phew. Be careful.
Let me guess, the negative ones talk.
Lyrics.
She's going into the darkness, so she's going to find them there. I see. They do all the talking. Ow.
Phew. Ah! Oh, have you seen a Kirin that talks? Any idea where I should look? Oh, for the love of
Oh, I cracked my neck.
Can't you just say something?
Oh, okay.
Sorry, but that was too good. Oh, you don't know how much I miss jokes. Hilarity. Am I pronouncing that right? Some words I haven't said in a while.
Oh,
Hi,
this is
I'm
a
Autumn
fun
Prince.
gimmick.
You've just arrived, and perhaps you're tired or hungry or reflective and want to sleep and eat and journal, which you should do, of course. But first, a joy to talk with
She's
another
cute.
creature. It's been so long. You must tell me everything about you. There's so much to say, so much to do. Oh, look at me. I'm going on, and you haven't.
Oh,
seen,
you are a
haven't you
treat.
seen- what am I saying? Of course you haven't. So just, I will just follow me.
That was something, all right.
I found the Pinkie Pie of their group. She even bounces around. Oh, beautiful.
He's amazing.
Oh, you think so too? The way the light shimmers off everything, like it all suddenly woke up. in the
Good
moment we
desktop
saw it,
background.
and I realized maybe the water and the mountains and the forest and the rainbow and the stars in the sky are all looking back at you, thinking the same thing, that we are a part of the everything. That maybe
Beautiful.
there's just one thing, and we are all it.
So you are an
I
alchemist.
say it's pretty, but yeah.
I am one, and one is the world.
And this is just the first stop on a journey of amazing things to see, smell, tiptoe through. Oh, I haven't been able to share all of this with any pony in forever since they all took that vow of silence. So it's a lot for me to,
Okay,
you know,
it's a full-on vow.
Process. That deal with.
Whoa there. Vow of silence?
That's why they asked me to leave.
So that's why it's called
I hope
Sounds
it's
of
not a sore
Silence.
subject, but you mind explaining why y'all went quiet in the first place?
It's a long story.
We're ruled by a very vicious
Rather not
librarian,
talk
okay?
about it?
No.
I understand.
I'd rather sing.
Yes, please.
La 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 la. The Kirin used to speak and sing. We weren't always quiet. We told stories and funny jokes. My stand-up was a riot. But then one day a fight broke out and hurtful words were said.
Okay.
Flaring tempers were inflamed. Destruction quickly spread.
Okay, so
Flaming red from head to head, even burnt our bread. Sorry,
That is so
I
cool.
love rhyming. Where was
I really like
Right.
that.
My happy
That's cool.
village lay in ruins. Relationships got worse. Spoiler alert, we quickly learned that words could be a curse. No more talking.
Words hurt.
Our leader, the last thing said aloud. Into the stream of silence, we stepped as a crowd. The water cooled emotions, and peace was soon restored. But with no way to speak my thoughts, I got super bored. Seriously, there's only so long that
Yeah, I imagine.
keep you entertained. 'Cause rainbows won't light up the
Oh, that's
sky
beautiful.
unless you let it rain, and shiny apples sometimes
This is what I love about the newer music of the show. It's very experimental, and Jesus, that face.
It's a lesson that the Kirin never learned.
It's always so different. I love it.
I was stuck in silent prison with the voices in my head, till I tripped over my salvation in a helpful flower bed. I found a cure to clear my pipes, and I became quite chatty. With years and years of stored up words, I drove my village batty. They didn't like my jokes and songs and daily dose of news. The plays I wrote, the speeches spoke, variety reviews.
Oh, this is amazing.
Who hid below an opera stage and fell in love with this opera singer, and he wore a freaky half-mask thing, and he played the organ a lot and got all broody because the singer was in love with another dude, so he took her away on this underground gondola. I mean, who doesn't love musical theater?
I love musical theater.
Made it clear I had to make my choice. I could stay and live with them, or I could keep my voice. So I came here
Wow.
and left the couch alone. They're hard to move, with just the view for company until you heard me groove. Take it away, boys.
Oh, the poor thing's losing it. The visuals in this are so good. Okay, of all the new characters introduced, I think she's my favorite this season. Her design is amazing. Oh yes, hit that note.
Yeah, sometimes you've gotta let it rain.
I can't believe it. No pony should give up feeling their feelings just to keep from getting
Well
angry.
said.
That's what I said. Well, you know, when I started talking again.
I bet this here's the problem that Fluttershy and I came to help y'all with.
Really? Who's Fluttershy? Oh, did you name your shadow? Mine's called
Oh,
Silver
you
Little
poor
Sunrise.
thing! So miserable on the inside.
Well, I'm thinking if we just go talk to the other Kirin, we can get him to welcome you back proper like. Maybe even convince him to take your cure.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, just one small thing. The antidote for my anecdote, it's gone.
There's no cure left?
I used the last of the false breath flowers to make it, and I haven't seen them bloom since.
Oh, the
Well,
ones
this wouldn't be a
Fluttershy
bad
used for the
request of
squirrels.
I'm gonna start by getting your friends to welcome you
It
back.
must be those same flowers. I did think they looked
between you
familiar.
and me, I'm not sure she's gonna convince them.
Nope.
But I hope she does.
I feel so sorry for her. That's legitimately heartbreaking. Plus, it gives me flashbacks to being a bullied kid in school.
I figured out the friendship problem. Me too.
I made imaginary friends like that, and it wasn't fun.
Bet that's a problem the Kirin never have.
No.
Anyhow, we gotta get them all talking again.
Oh, no. We can't ever let that happen.
I thought you said you figured out the friendship problem. Was something lost in translation?
Okay.
Kirin are usually peaceful and kind, but when they get mad, they turn into Neeriks, creatures made of fire and
Okay,
vengeance.
Neeriks is... I was going to say that earlier, but didn't want to vocalize and be
The
wrong.
last time they all argued, they got so angry, they accidentally destroyed their whole village. So the Kirin decided to make sure it would never happen again.
But that's no reason to stop talking.
Yes, it is. Fire is dangerous, especially in a forest like this. Think of all the animals it could hurt.
Not if they don't turn into fire-breathing Neerik in the first place.
And how can you be sure that won't happen?
There's gotta be a better way than giving up all your feelings.
Applejack, you're not listening!
'Cause you're not talking any sense.
What are they doing? Maybe they
Oh,
got worried
they
because
think
we
that
were
you're going to burst into flames.
Shucks. We were just having a normal civil disagreement. Honest.
Where are they taking us?
Purified,
To
purified.
the stream of silence. If we hit that water, we'll never be able to talk or feel anything ever again.
Put them down!
Wow, she got angry about it.
It's all right. I think I know this one, and she's trying to help.
Well, yeah. Can't have them silence the only friend who will speak to me.
She talks?
You have no idea.
She sings and she's wonderful.
Blaze.
Well, thank you for that, wall of fire. I thought Neeriks were dangerous.
Save me
when
from
they
a
were-
virus.
How did you know you could control your temper?
I didn't. I guess anger's like other feelings. It's not about having them, it's what you do with them.
And giving up happiness.
Yeah, shouldn't that have been
over
obvious
anger
to you, Fluttershy?
Kind of life.
I never thought of it that way. I can't imagine not being able to talk to my animal friends.
Fernflare, you used to love to laugh at everything. And Rainshine, you sung the most beautiful harmonies. Don't you miss it?
I know you're worried about fighting.
I like how
but
she's
can
pretty much
disagree without
Celestia's
causing a
size.
ruckus.
Every pony gets mad sometimes. Even Applejack and I argue.
What? When do we ever argue?
On the way here, and about the Kirin being silent, and right now!
We
Yeah, I
don't
knew
always
that
see
laugh
eye
was
to
coming.
eye, but we never let that get in the way of our friendship.
And if you're really angry, then take some time away to be a Neeric where it won't hurt any pony.
And this is a really well-delivered message for the
I think they're trying
children.
to say something.
Okay, are you hungry?
It's the whole
No, some kid
count to
trapped in a
10
well?
and calm down
Okay,
kind of
baby.
thing. I dig it.
Baby fish mouth?
Like, you can get mad kids, but do it responsibly.
This is making me furious.
Would you excuse me? I'll be right back.
There you go.
You were saying.
Oh,
Kiss me, you
I
fool.
want the cure for the stream of silence.
No, I want you to kiss me.
That's wonderful! Isn't it?
Well, it would be, except there aren't any flowers left to make the cure.
There are.
Are
We
you
saw
sure?
them.
Oh, beyond sure. Believe me, I've had a lot of alone time lately. I searched the entire forest 73.5 times. Although I wonder if that second half could make a difference.
I wish she'd told us what kind of flowers she's looking for.
She doesn't have to. We've seen them.
I've never heard of that.
Fluttershy? A little help.
He says he knows where to find Fool's Breath.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Right
Lead
at
the
the
way.
site where Fluttershy laid them down. Yeah.
That's what Fool's Breath looks like?
Autumn Blaze never would have made it past the peaks to search here. I owe you an apology.
Why?
'Cause if your kindness hadn't made you stop to help the squirrels, we never would have found this here flower.
And if your honesty hadn't convinced the Kirin to talk, we wouldn't need to find it.
That's
This is a
wonderful.
good thing the map sent both of us, huh?
Like, sincerely, I love how the map knows the perfect way to blend two elements together to perfectly solve a problem.
Tell me everything and feel free to add complicated descriptions and comedic tangents. Oh, right. First things first.
The power of blue! You do realize you're all drinking bleach, right? La 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 la!
Autumn Blaze, you have given us a gift. The realization that anger is within us, but it is our choice how we let it out. We would
Exactly.
very much like it if you came back to live with us.
Tell
I
Bakugo
can't
that.
say how much we've missed your beautiful voice.
It is beautiful.
Rose won't light up the sky unless you let it rain, and candles just won't glow until they're burned. No, you can't give up your laughter 'cause you're scared of a little pain. It's a lesson that my village never learned. Oh, yes,
Until
this
now.
rose won't light up the sky unless you let it rain.
Oh my gosh! One of the most beautiful shots of the show right there. What an abrupt end. Okay, that was kind of amusing, but... Oh my goodness, this is definitely one of those pleasant surprise episodes. Not quite as much of a surprise as the Rockhoof episode, but this was a surprise in how absolutely charming and brilliantly designed the Kirin are. Oh my gosh, what an amazing piece of lore to be added. A whole new creature that has a very unique and defined look. Great variety between them. They all look great. Oh, they even have a Celestia-like ruler with the height difference. And the whole lore behind their vow of silence and the water, it all just came together really well. I really love the aspect that they change all fiery and enraged when obviously they're feeling anger. It reminds me of when Twilight burst into flames in Feeling Pinky Keen, and it makes me wonder if that's something, you know, within the equine genes in this world, but they are the only species who can consistently pull it out. I'd like to think that that's the case. Like, they're the race it stemmed from. I believe that. But, oh my gosh. I am so sorry to this new girl for forgetting her name, but she was great. She was amazing. Like I say, probably my favourite new character of this season, maybe even in the last few seasons. Everything about her worked on every level for me, from her design to her voice to her personality to her participation in her own lore. Like, she was perfect, and not in a Mary Sue perfect kind of way. I mean, perfect as in a viewing experience for me. She was lovely. Such a treat to watch on screen. For me, this episode was too short, I gotta be honest. Like, I could have done with a lot more scenes with her, and I really hope they're not gonna waste this. I hope the Kirin are gonna make a return. Yet again, more racers are becoming allies with ponies. If they weren't before, if they were, like, previously left to their own devices before, I don't know. But, you know, it makes me think of that whole final war thing that might happen, you know, with the allied nations of Equestria helping them against some big threat. That theory's still going in my head, but oh man, I didn't expect them to be introducing new species this late in the game, like full societies like this. It's so cool. MLP, you just keep doing it. You just keep doing it. You keep adding and adding these elements, and it is fantastic. And it keeps me so interested and invested. If you weren't doing all these changes, I'd have probably lost interest seasons ago. And that's not saying that the show is bad or anything. That's just an appreciation for how it's always trying to keep things fresh. And I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. And yeah, one can only imagine what's in store for the penultimate and the finale, but we'll be finding out next time.